Hey, good people, Dr. Salary here. Listen, just wanted to come for a few minutes to give you some motivation. You know it, I know it. It's called TORIAN'S Tidbits. That's right. Thank you so much for joining us. I got the Colorado hat on today, hoping that Deion Sanders would call me to see if he needs another coach to join his staff. But in the meantime, let me just give you some motivation. I also didn't get a haircut, so that's why I'm trying to really cover the fact that I haven't gotten a haircut in a couple of weeks. So we'll just leave this on through the duration of this video. But listen, I wanted to give you a quick word today, something that's been on my mind, something very powerful. I wanted to give you a Bible verse and then give you a quick word of motivation today. And the Bible verse is coming from the book of Philippians, chapter 4, verse 19. Again, a very popular verse. This is Paul writing, and Paul says, "But my God shall supply all your need according to his riches in glory by Christ Jesus." This is a verse we always talk about, how God is going to show up and show out in our lives and how he will supply all of our needs. And I couldn't help but think about the lyrics to the song by Dwayne Woods, again another fan favorite, called "Let Go." And the lyrics go like this. It says, "I couldn't seem to fall asleep. There was so much on my mind, searching for that peace, but that peace I could not find. So then I kneeled down to pray, praying, help me please. But then he said, you don't have to cry, because I'll supply all your needs." The chorus says, "As soon as I stop worrying about how the story ends, I let go and I let God have his way." That's when things start happening. When I stop looking at back then, I let go and I let God have his way. What a very powerful proclamation to say I can let go and let God, because all the things that I worry about, it says my God shall supply all your needs. In other words, it's already covered. In other words, your life is already being blessed and have been blessed up to this point. In other words, you don't have to worry about anything. Just let go and let God take it from here. A quick little story as we begin to wrap up this short motivational talk. I remember a few months ago, well, in fact, a year ago, last year around this time, my car was going through some problems. In fact, it was the transmission. And if you know, like I know, the transmission cost a pretty penny. And so I had it towed to the nearest dealership. And luckily I had a warranty. The dealership said, all right, we'll put a new transmission in here, and we'll take care of it from there. And so, of course, that was a shout moment for me, because I didn't have to pay anything out of pocket at that moment. But here is where the shout really came. About 3 weeks ago, I had some more transmission problems, and I took the car back into the shop, and lo and behold, I was worried, I was nervous. I said to myself, I certainly don't have any warranty left. This transmission that they put in probably is a little bit more than a year old. And most dealerships give you about a year warranty. In case anything happens, you got about a year to come in and get it worked on. Well, I felt like I was right outside of the year mark. And so I went into the dealership, just long face. I just knew I was going to have to pay a whole lot of money. This is right around the holiday, right around Christmas time. And it's just something I didn't want to do. And so as I walked in, I dropped the car off and I was waiting on pins and needles. About a week later, they called me after they had done all the diagnostics on it. And I said, all right, hit me with the bad news, right? What's the damage? What do I owe? And the agent on the phone, he said it's covered. And I said, well, what do you mean? He said it's covered. He said, you just met the warranty window. He said everything is done. He said we've repaired everything that was wrong with the car, and it is completely covered. And so here I am worrying about all of these things that I'm gonna have to pay for. Here I am trying to come up with an excuse for my kids as to why they couldn't get the Christmas that they wanted. Here it is, me trying to come up with ways to mask the pain of me having to dish out thousands of dollars right before the holidays, only to hear the man say it's covered. And I couldn't help but think of this verse. Philippians 4:19, my God shall supply all your needs. And if I can just let go of what I'm trying to control and let God have his way, that's when things start happening. And so let this be an encouragement to you. Let this be a motivation to you that you at some point in life are going to have to let go and let God have his way. And when you do, that's when things start happening. When you relinquish that control, when you give it up and allow God to do what God does. Again, this is your man, Dr. Torian Salary, Torian's Tidbits. I'll see you on the next go round. Take care.